Alrighty guys, welcome to the ultimate Assetto Corsa modding tutorial for complete beginners. If you've just installed the game and wanted to take it to the next level, better graphics, more content, cool mods, this is the video for you. We're going to take it step by step, and by the end you'll know exactly how to set everything up from advanced graphics to installing cars, tracks, and all of that sorts. We're going to start with installing Content Manager itself. So you'll head over to Google or whatever you want to use, and you can just look up Content Manager. It'll pop up the very top link here. You'll click on that right there. You'll scroll to the very bottom. You'll see your download light version. You'll just click that there, and we can download it for you. We'll open it. We'll double click. We'll extract it. And then once we're done extracting, you should be able to just run the server or the app, sorry. What I fully recommend doing is going back to your downloads once you've extracted and dragging and dropping onto your desktop. Now it won't let me do this because Content Manager is open. So you can close Content Manager there. You can go to latest, and now it will let me drag and drop it. Now you can rename this to Content Manager or whatever you want to name it to, and then you can right click here. You can create a shortcut, and you can put this on your desktop. You can pin it to your taskbar, whatever you want to do with it, whatever works best for you. Alrighty, we can close out all of this here. Next, we'll be moving on to Content Manager itself. So you can open up Content Manager here. And the first thing that you'll more than likely open on is going to be the single player area right here, I believe. So you'll go over to settings in the top right. You want to go over to custom shaders patch, and you'll want to click install custom shaders patch right here. Once you're done with that, you can select any version you want. I recommend using the recommended version unless you are using a preview patch version, which I will show you how to be doing here soon. Alrighty, so if you have downloaded a preview version and would like to install it, it is very simple. So we'll go ahead and drag this over here. I'm going to open my tutorial folder here. I luckily already have them all installed. I will leave links in the description of the video for you guys to look at. We'll just drag and drop this over to here. Once we're done with that, it might say update over existing files. It more than likely will because you already have 0.179 installed by default. So you'll just click install. You'll pay attention to this number right here. It should change to whatever preview version you downloaded or whatever version you did download. I personally downloaded 0.28 preview 1, so it does say 0.28 preview 1 there. Alright, now let's start with Sol. One of the most essential mods for graphics and weather in Assetto Corsa, Sol gives you realistic skies, dynamic lighting, working day-night cycles, is required for many other mods to actually work as well. So first you want to head over to Race Department and search for Sol. You'll need to be logged in to download it, so make sure you have an account already, okay guys? So we'll head over to Overtake here. And as you can see, I already am logged in right here. This download button at the top will not be here unless you are logged in. It'll say, let's see here, what will it say? Wrong thing. So yeah, it'll say log in or register an account to download this content. So you'll want to either log in or register if you already have an account. Obviously log in. If you don't, you'll want to register. And now this is a little scary at first. You don't have to pay. Come down here, join with a basic account here. Now you can now fill out your account and do all that, and now download Sol. Once you're done downloading Sol, we can close out all of this. You'll get this file right here. We can double click open it. We can extract it. Alrighty, so we have this folder here. Now, most of all mods are going to have a README in them, or how it works, or whatever it is. You want to open your Sol 2.29, or whatever version you're running. And as you can see, we have all our default our folders here. So we have apps, content, extension, and system. And we also have an uninstall bat in case you ever wanted to uninstall Sol. So what you'll want to start off by doing is open up Content Manager, go to Settings, Content Manager, and then you can click Open right here. Once you have that open, I fully recommend right-clicking and pinning to quick access. This will add the folder up here at the top, so it's fully accessible. We will be using a lot this video. So next you'll want to open back up that downloads folder that we just extracted. Wrong thing there. So you want to open up that downloads folder we just extracted. I extracted it right here. What am I doing? And as you can see, apps matches up with apps, content matches up with content, extension matches up with extension, and system matches up with system. So if I just drag all of these straight into my Assetto root folder like this, and I click replace because I already had Sol installed, you'll just want to replace. In case it does say replace, click replace. If it doesn't, that means you had nothing installed prior, which is good. Now, if you ever wanted to uninstall Sol again, you just click this uninstall bat here, and it'll ask you, do you want to delete Sol config users files too? You'll type Y, and then it'll say Sol successfully moved. You can just press any key to continue. This will remove Sol completely from everything. So if I went to extension and weather, sorry, no, wrong thing. If I went to content and then weather, none of the Sol weather effects are in here, obviously. But if I were to say, let's download Sol again, I can demonstrate this to you guys. We'll just extract it here. We'll open it up. We'll just drag and drop everything not into there, but back into our Assetto Corsa root folder here. And we'll replace. Now, if I were to go back to content and weather, all of my Sol weather effects will be here now because I reinstalled Sol. Now we'll want to head back over to Content Manager, Settings, Custom Shaders Patch, and we'll want to scroll all the way to the bottom where it says Weather Effects. Now here where it says Weather Style, you'll want to make sure this extension is enabled right here, and you'll find Sol right here. So you can click on Sol, and that'll enable Sol now. So if I load it into a server, Sol would be enabled. If you were wanting to use weather effects on a single player server, you're going to want to make sure that Sol is enabled right here. Alrighty, next let's talk about Pure. It's a little bit more advanced, a more modern weather and lighting system created by the same developer as Sol. It offers better visuals, more configuration option, and is actively updated at all times. To get Pure, you'll need to visit the official Pure Patreon page. This is a paid mod, unfortunately, but it supports ongoing development and gets you access to the latest versions at all times. So once you're on the Patreon page, download the latest Pure release. It'll come with a zip file. I'll show you that. So here is the zip file here. I'll leave the link in the description to get it. You'll just want to double click it, extract it once again. Alrighty, so we can close out of that now. We can open up Pure 2.7, and just as our Sol was, you have your apps, content, extension, and system folders here. So we can go back to our Assetto root, and if you did pin it, you can right click your file explorer down here, and it should be pinned right here. You can just open. Now, you can take all of these folders, all of these files, sorry, and drag and drop straight in. Now that you've drag and dropped, you won't have a replace, but you will replace. I'm not going to be replacing because I do have a newer version of Pure. This is just a test. So you can close out of that. Once you have everything installed, you should be able to go to your extension, go to PP filters, and there should be a Pure folder here. That means you do have Pure. And that's just a double check. To actually enable it, we'll go back to Content Manager, go to Settings, go to Custom Shaders Patch, go to Weather Effects, and then we'll want to find either Pure Gamma or Pure LCS. So we'll select Pure Gamma here. And we have a few settings here that you can mess with. I fully recommend maybe doing full resolution. That helps a lot. It might reduce your performance, so be careful with that. But there are a few different things you can mess with here that will make your game look a little bit better. Now, once you have Pure enabled, you can head back over to Drive, and there will be a Pure tab here instead of the Sol tab. You'll want to select Pure, and now you'll have Pure enabled for your single player maps. Alrighty, next we're going to move on to a PP filter. So we're going to be using Maven Beyond Reality here. We're just going to double click it. We'll extract. And then we'll close that. And we'll open this up. Most of these are going to have a README like I said before. So if you open the how to install, it'll tell you how to install it. We're just going to extract it. And then we're going to locate our Assetto directory. And we're going to drag and drop in. So we're going to go here. And just like our other two, we're going to open back up our Assetto root folder, and we're just going to drag and drop all of these into here. Now I already have that done, so I'm not personally going to do it, but you will want to find your install bat here for Maven Graphics. You'll want to double click it, and you'll want to find your Assetto root folder. So the simplest way to do this is going to be going to C, Program 86, Steam, Steam Apps, Common, Assetto Corsa. And you can just click Assetto Corsa there and click OK. I personally already have it installed, so I'm not going to override it. Now, once you have that installed, we can head back over to Content Manager, go to Settings, go to Assetto Corsa, Video, and then our top right here, you might need to enable post-processing effects. So you'll want to click that box there, and then under there, you'll find your PP filter that you just installed. So I have a few under here. If you installed Sol, you'll have all these newer Sol PP filters as well. Now we'll run a little bit over Pure before I skip over it in game. So I'm just going to open up, let's say we'll open up Hamburg here. And we'll just load it in here. Alrighty, and now that we are in the server, you can head over to the right side of your screen by hovering your mouse here, go to all apps, and you can look up PURE. This will pull up any of your Pure settings. So we can pull all of these up here. Now anything with Pure Planner will all be single player related. So in single player, I can change the time, click here, go to weather, I can make it rainy, I can make the clouds change. You can do whatever you want in single player as far as it comes to Pure Planner. Now once you get in a server, you won't be able to change rain effects or any of that, but you will be able to change your clouds. So if you wanted broken clouds instead of overcast clouds, you could do that, so on and so forth. It's the only thing you can actually change as far as multiplayer. We'll move on from that and we'll head over to our Pure config, and that was this one here. That was green. So we'll open up our Pure config. I personally use very high, and you can just go through these a little bit. A lot of other tutorials will explain this a lot better to you, but a lot of it is personal preference. And there are a few different areas that you can find people's presets and all of that in Discord servers and so forth. There are a few places on our Discord server that you can find graphics as well, so make sure you take a look around. Next, we'll move on to the Pure PP tab. This is the red one. So in here, this is where you edit any of your PP filter tabs. So anything to do with Maven Beyond Reality right here will all be changed right here. So as you can see, a few things are being changed here. It's currently nighttime, so if I change this, it would make it brighter or darker. A lot of this is also personal preference. Mess around with it, find what you like. Alrighty, next we're going to be moving on to installing a car. Super simple stuff. We'll double click the car, we'll extract it. We can close out of these. We'll open back up our Assetto root folder here. We'll go to Content, Cars. Now, one thing you always want to check. So see how this says BMW G80 M3 Privy. If I were to drag this into my cars, this isn't going to work. And I can tell you why. I'll double click it. It is nested. So you see how this has the same folder name? It's because we extracted the outer folder and not the inner folder. So I'll just drag this back to here. I'll open it once. And you'll always want to double check the folder. So I'll double click into here, and this will lead me to all of my car folders. Now drag that into there, and that will all work. Now we have the G80 M3 in our single player or multiplayer servers. So we'll want to look up G80 here, and this is the car we just downloaded right here. So you'll just click OK, and now we're able to drive it in game. And as you can see, we have the car in a single player game as of right now. It is a manual car. And as you can see, it drives fine. I have all controls and we have all that. So that is a car download for you. Alrighty, next we're going to be moving on to a track download. We're just going to be downloading SRP. It's very simple, very starter map. We're just going to extract it here. I will still be leaving links to all of these things that I am extracting and downloading in the description for you. So make sure you check the description for any more help. So we'll extract that there. You see we have a content folder here. It goes to a tracks folder, and then it goes to a map folder. We'll want to go to the base. We'll have this content folder here. We want to open our Assetto Corsa root folder. And as you can see, it lines up. So content, tracks. So we'll want to go here and just drag and drop our content into there. And just to double check, we can go to tracks, and Shotoko Revival Project should be in here. It's right there. So next we can open up our content manager. We can search Shotoko, and it will be right here. We can click go, and we can test it out. Alrighty, and as you guys can see, we just loaded into Shotoko. It's fully functional, no problems. I will be showing you how to add a skin to the SRP map. It'll go for all of maps. If there are any skins made for maps, you can implement this to any map that you use. So we'll be going over that next here. Alrighty, so next we'll be heading over to the skin pack. So we'll open it, we'll extract it, and we'll just want to, oh, not that button. We'll want to go to content, tracks, Shotoko, and you'll see it makes an extension in a skins folder. We'll just want to go back. We'll want to go to our Assetto Corsa root folder. You can see both line up. You'll just drag that into there. We'll just replace files. It'll ask you to also replace files now that I think about it. So you'll want to head back over to Assetto Corsa. You'll see Shotoko's still there. You'll just want to click go, and the map will look entirely different. Alrighty, and now that we are in the server, we can drive down the road a little bit, and I can show you guys what it looks like. So we do have that tree now there at the spawn, and if you keep driving, it adds a lot more trees down the road and so forth, as well as changes the tunnels on this map to a wider color tile look. It is a very clean look. I hope you guys enjoy it. I will be leaving a link to that in the description. Alright, next we're going to be moving on to a chaser cam. Kirby is your most simple chaser cam. I will be leaving a link to it also in the description. Make sure to check it out. We'll just extract it here. And you'll want to open up Assetto Corsa root again. And as you can see, your extension folder lines up with your extension folder here. You'll just drag and drop. I personally already have Kirby, so it won't be asking you to replace anything. You can go ahead and install it. Once it's fully installed, you can open up Assetto Corsa, go to settings, go to custom shader patch, go to chaser camera, and then right here on script, you want to make sure that extension box is checked. You'll want to go to script, and it will say KIRBYCAM down here. You'll just want to click KIRBYCAM, and now you will have KIRBYCAM enabled. Alrighty, and for the last thing for the video, we're going to be going over the Heartbroken speedometer. You'll find this in the Discord over here in Cool Mods, right here. We can head over down to it, just double click, let's find it again. Let's extract it. Give it just 1 second. It is a little bit big of a mod. It's a Python script I personally coded myself, so give it just 1 second. Go ahead and close everything up. You can open that up. Make sure that it leads straight to your files here. It should lead straight to a .py file. You want to open Content Manager, and you'll just want to drag and drop that straight in. I personally already have it installed, but I haven't updated it since then, so I'll update over existing, and everything will still work. Give it a second to install all the PNGs. These are all done for the speedometer colors. I will show you that here in a second. So now once installed, we'll head over to Content Manager. We'll go to Assetto Corsa. We'll go to Python Apps. We'll enable Python Apps up here. And then we'll head over to Heartbroken speedometer, and we'll check that box there. Once you're done with that, you can head over to Drive. You can load into a single player match. Alrighty, and once you guys are in the server, you guys can just click Drive, go over to the right side of your screen, click All Apps, and it will now be an app on the right hand side of your screen. Sorry. If you're not able to find it, try searching for it. If you're still not able to find it, you installed it wrong, rewind the video, and make sure you all did it right. Here we also have a config for it, so you can change the color, you can remove the background, you can scale it, you can move it around, you can change it from miles per hour to kilometers an hour, and you can also reset to default. These should all save across when leaving and joining a server, so if you kept it hollow, it will save and it will stay hollow whenever you join back on the server. Alrighty guys, that is about it for the tutorial. I can say there are some common errors. I went over this earlier in the video. Make sure there's no nesting on the files, so when I click on this, it happens twice. Make sure when you click on the car, it leads you straight to the extension folders. Same thing with maps. This says SRP 0.93, but that is not correct. You'll open it, content, tracks, and you'll just want to drag your content into your Assetto root folder. Make sure nothing is never nested. Also, a big thing is restarting Content Manager sometimes will fix your problems. So say I just downloaded KirbyCam and it wasn't popping up. Let's go ahead and restart Content Manager and reopen it. Go back to our settings, Chaser Camera, KirbyCam, and see if it's there. If it is not, make a ticket in the Discord, and we will more than likely be able to get you handled within the hour, and we'll get you taken care of. So at this point, you guys have installed CSP, Soul, or Pure, have a PP filter set, some cars and tracks to try out. You've officially taken your first big steps into Assetto Corsa modding. If you've enjoyed this video or have any questions, drop a comment, leave a ticket in the Discord. I'll be making some follow-up videos sooner to help you guys out into some track creation, skinning, car tweaks, stuff of that sorts. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying the servers. Let me know if I can help you out with anything, and enjoy.